Creative leaders see opportunity to solve problems and imagine a world that others don't. The top 52 creative leaders. Innovation, vision, progressiveness, originality, and resourcefulness are all characteristics of successful creative leaders. Creativity was ranked the most important leadership quality for success in business. This is why here at Skilltivity, we have compiled and curated the top 52 creative leaders today. Coming in at number 21, we have Tim Ferriss for advocating the 4-hour work week.
Being successful objectively compared to other people and feeling successful are two very different things. And ideally, you want to have both of those. And it's not being egotistical or egocentric, I think it's being human. This type of mindfulness practice helps with not just the achievement component, but the appreciation component. And I think that you are chasing after a fool's errand if you're just going after one or the other. You don't have to. It can be both and. The second foundational skill, and I'll try to keep this short, is getting better at asking questions. There are piss poor questions, there are okay questions, there are good questions, and then there are great questions. And I find that levels of success in almost any industry or area correlate to a person asking great questions. And the way you can get better at questions is by studying interviews in part. So I studied Larry King, I studied Charlie Rose, I studied Terry Gross, I studied go down the list. I studied Tony Robbins, who does in-person, one-on-one interventions at his events in front of 10,000, 5,000 people. And he's just genius with how he uses questions to like pattern interrupt and grab someone's attention and divert them in a more productive direction. Now, why is that relevant? It's relevant because thinking is the process of asking questions. You're asking yourself questions and then you're answering them in your own head. So if you get better at asking other people questions, you get better at asking yourself questions, which means you're improving your thought performance and level of thinking. I've interviewed hundreds and hundreds of top performers in various fields about their morning routines. And where should you start? This is one of the most common questions. And I'd recommend starting off very, very simply. Number one, when you go to bed, put your phone on airplane mode, because if you wake up and you're barraged with text messages and notifications and so on, you will be immediately short-circuited. You want to have a boot up sequence of your own. And I do believe, as I've been told, if you win the morning, you win the day. So what are a few ingredients? If you're starting as a blank slate, I would recommend number one, waking up, making your bed. I know this sounds odd. It was first recommended to me by an Indian monk. He convinced me of the merits because you are accomplishing one thing at the beginning of the day, no matter what happens with unforeseen variables for the rest of the day. You will return to a made bed at the end of the day. And as a bookmark, beginning and end, it sets you up psychologically to be more productive. It is easiest and, in my mind, much more fun to create a category and own it, as opposed to trying to dominate an existing category with something that is incrementally better. You want to measure twice and cut once when it comes to starting businesses, because if you start a machine, a monster that you have to feed, that is a prison and is not something that provides you with freedom, then you are screwed, and it's going to be a lot harder to fix after the fact.
And that's what a creative leader does. It just helps you to think past your current situation and to better yourself. And that's one of the things that Tim Ferriss really brings to the table, and is why he's in here at number 21 on the top creative leaders list. Thank you for watching Skilltivity's top 52 creative leaders. And as you follow our curated list, I provided a resource for you. And it's to help you develop your own creative leadership skills. It's called The Ultimate Guide to Creative Leadership Success. And you can get it for free by clicking on the link below in the description of this video. Also, please subscribe to Skilltivity. We got videos coming, and you want to make sure to follow us as we keep going on this journey. Hit the bell to get notifications of new videos that come. Just know that Skilltivity, we're here to help you move forward in advancing your creative skills. We're always aiming for that. So from me to you, from Carrington to you, see you soon.